Alright. I'm back. Let's get going. We've got so many places to go to. We luckily have cube points to a lot of them. So let's start with the ones furthest away. Let's go to the Darazu mines and see about getting a lens. Okay. Well, the hint we were given was find a broken one. Find a broken machine. Ah. This one looks broken. It is an Ulbea mechanical soldier that is broken and not moving. Its eye lens appears to be gone. Oh. Hey, girl. What are you doing with that broken down thing? That thing has long been broken down to the point where it can't move. It took a lot out of me to break it to that point. If you're interested in it, I'll at least hear what you have to say. Okay. Hi. It ticks me off just looking at that thing. I tried to escape from here, and that hunk of junk came after me. I continued running for 3 days and 3 nights, and no matter where I went, this thing relentlessly pursued me. If it wasn't for this thing, I'd have gotten away. So, girl, what are you looking at that hunk of junk for with such a gloomy face? We asked about where the eye lens for the Ulbea mechanical soldier went. The eye lens, huh? I've got an idea. I don't remember when it was, but some desert runners came running through the forced labor camp. One of them hit this mechanical soldier with its tail, and something shiny fell down. That must have been the eye lens, without a doubt. The desert runner picked up that shiny thing very happily and went off with it. I guess it likes shiny things. If you want to get that lens back, then you're gonna have to go defeat some of the desert runners that are around the Darazu mine. Ordinarily, those things are to the west of the center area here, over near where, or I've seen them over by the sand dam. If you manage to get the eye lens back, bring it back to me here. Don't forget now, girl. Okay. Alright. Let's see what's gonna be the best exit for me to take. I guess let's go here. Desert runners. So not the scorpions. Is it gonna be like those ostrich-looking birds with the long tails? Yeah, probably one of you. Yep. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, cool. Got it in one. You've got a scratched up lens that it dropped. It's in our key items. Huh. Okay. Well, let's go bring it back to the guy. We're gonna need to do something to polish it up if we want to be able to hand it in for the quest. It's gotta be a sparkling lens. What is it, girl? You've got quite a happy look on your face. Were you able to get that lens back? Yeah, let's give him the scratched up lens. Handed it over. As I thought, the lens is all scratched up. Can't really use this for anything. Wait a minute, girl. Bafucho took out several pieces of cloth and a brush. And with practiced motions began to polish the scratched up lens. And as you stood there watching, the scratched up lens began to shine. To be honest, at that time, it wasn't the mechanical soldier that the desert runners were chasing after or attacking. It was me. I'd somehow managed to escape the mechanical soldier and found myself in the midst of them, and I was unable to move. Just as one of them was about to stab me with their sharp tail, this mechanical soldier protected me. Thanks to that, I was saved and the mechanical soldier broke down. I'd be able to escape now if I tried, but... Or at that point I would have been able to run away. But it would have been really uncool of me to just leave that hunk of junk there and run away. Jeez, this pain in the butt, troublesome hunk of junk mechanical soldier. Why'd it have to go and protect me? Hey, girl. You plan to make something out of this thing's lens? This lens saw nothing but my ugly backside as I was running away. So, next time, make sure this lens sees something nice. Okay. We've got the sparkling lens. Alright, looks much better now. Is there anything else I needed to do out here? No? Okay. Well, on to... Let's see, in the Chaldea region, I needed wanted to go to the cave. The flaming cave where the woman's husband went with his partner. We are right here. Let's head on in. Oh, cool. Alright. Where are we? What? What? Kibache is who we're looking for, but aww! Is it the other one? Without a doubt, it's here. Hey, Kibache. No matter how I look at it, this just seems like an ordinary wall to me. Are you really, really sure it's here? Yes. Believe in me and this map, partner. The romance that I am seeking is without a doubt beyond this point. Alright. Pull out the fireball. We'll break this wall down. What? You said yourself that they're dangerous, so we won't use them. Just the other day, and so we don't have a stock of fireballs anymore. What? I don't intend to move from this spot until I get my treasure. So, go get them. Ryuta, do something. Ryuta is the dragon's name. Ryuta says, oh, jeez. So problematic. A fireball isn't something that can be obtained so easily, you know? Huh? You're that traveler that took the picture of us so long ago. That looks tough enough to handle yourself. What are you doing here? What? Miss Lala asked you to come and help us out? This is so miraculous. It's like it can't be happening. To be honest, we're in a bit of trouble right now. I'd like you to go to the Chaldea lava belt and get a fireball from a Rengoku Macho? Enemy name. They're pretty strong, so... but I think you're stronger, so I think it'll be okay. I'm counting on you. Okay. Back to the lava belts. That's just outside. I really like this series of quests too. I'm surprised we found this one this early on, because the other quests are quite deep into the story. Okay. Anywhere, huh? I don't recall... seeing anything by that name. The probably just gonna have to keep going north. Dengoku-cho is one of the, bird-type monsters that I've seen in, like, tropical regions, and there's some over in the, waterfall area of the Wedi continent, but Dengoku Macho, I imagine, would be a palette swap of that. I didn't see any before. Maybe they're further north. Further north? I guess. Oh. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Defeated it. We got the fireball. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's go back to the entrance to that cave. Alright. Hey, Ryuta. That look on your face tells me that you obtained the fireball. Thank you. Please give it to Kibache. Okay. Huh? Oh, you're back. Already, huh? I don't think you have it yet, but let me ask just to be sure. Did you obtain a fireball? Here you go. Mel handed the fireball over to Kibache. That can't be. The Dengoku Macho is a difficult monster even for me, the Jade Wings, to take on. What trick did you use? Well, forget about that. With this, we can break the wall down. You all plug your ears. Oh no. Kibache brandished it aloft and then faced the wall and hit it with the fireball. What amazing power. I broke down the wall. Oh, and this fireball still has some energy left in it. Luck's really with me today. Now let's go, Ryuta. The romance we've been searching for is right in front of our eyes. Kibache and Ryuta entered into the hole. But then they came running out right away. At last we found it. That Mirage Jewel. The Dea Diamond? Ryuta, we're gonna be rich. But just wait a minute. There were a whole bunch of bug monsters in front of the treasure, and if I hadn't stopped you, you'd have been eaten. It's true that if the monsters, or as long as the monsters are there, we can't take the treasure. Ryuta, now is the time for you to go in there and dispatch those bug monsters. I'm counting on you. What? Let me talk to him. Inside that hole, it's full of bug monsters. But if you and I put our strength together, I'm sure we'll be able to subjugate them. Okay, well, let's go. There are a lot of bug monsters inside that hole. It's gonna be a tough fight, I think. Are you prepared? Yep. Alright, let's go. This is Ryuta talking to me. Sure. Let's go for it. Oh, no, not these things. Oh no, there's more coming. I see up through I. Okay. M. All right. Oh, goodness. Q. S. U. How long is this gonna go? We might get a whole alphabet of these things. No. Bleh. Did we have a Z? Or did it just go through Y? Cripes. Alright, well, got through that. Oh, wow. It was a tough fight. It was a big help that you were there. Now the treasure is right before our eyes. Okay. Kibache? Such a giant Dare diamond? Crystal. We're gonna be so rich. It's like a dream. Okay. I guess let's investigate it. There is a large crystal gem. Do you want to try touching it? Okay. Wait, that's mine. I'll share a little bit of it with you. So, don't be in such a rush. Now then, as big as it is, it would be impossible to bring it back home. we're gonna have to break it down. Kibache pulled out a pickaxe and began to hit at the large jewel crystal. But after only a few small fragments had come off, the pickaxe broke. This thing is so tough. I've got the best pickaxe that the Imperial Technology Agency could create, and this is all I was able to mine off of it. Alright, since it's come to this, we use the fireball. Oh no, what's that gonna do? Kibache held it aloft and then faced the crystal and hit it with the fireball. The large jewel crystal broke apart into pieces. And when it did, all of a sudden, evil fog began to spew out from underground. What's this? What's happening? Oh, more importantly, I have to bring back the Dare Diamond. Kibache, look out! Oh no. That was an incredibly strong evil fog. Is everyone okay? Ryuta is talking. This isn't okay at all. What do we do? Everyone's shrunk. Kibache says, no, you've gotten bigger, Ryuta. What in the world's going on? I don't really understand it myself. But when I thought I wanted to protect everyone, this is what happened. Okay. Who do I talk to? For the time being, I'm glad everyone's safe. Jeez, it's because you went and did something so reckless as using a fireball that we've ended up in this situation. Or used a fireball on the treasure that we've ended up in this situation. Treasure! That's right! Where did the Dare Diamond go? Unless I bring all of that back... Or no, I need to bring all of that back so I can spend the rest of my life goofing around. Search for it. Mel and Kibache search together for the jewel. To think that the Dare Diamond would be burned up by the flames of that fireball. Ryuta says, there's no helping it. No one knew that that mirage-like jewel would burn up like that. Oh, we went to so much effort and we've got nothing to show for it. I'd intended to give Dada a much bigger one. You came here because you were asked to by Dada, right? Will you give this Dare Diamond fragment to Dada and tell her I'm sorry and please bear with it? I really wanted to be the one to deliver it to her, but I can't come back to the capital when my partner has gotten this big, so I'm counting on you. Okay, so we've got the Dare Diamond fragment. It's pretty. It really is terrifying, heart-stopping adventure every time we with Kibache, but it's fun. You never know what's waiting for you. Turning a tight spot around right at the last second, and treasure we've never seen before. I think that I will find that important thing to my life that I've been seeking within these days of adventuring. Aww. Dragon buddy. Okay. Well, let's see. Next we've got a few things to take care of in the Gata forest. Yeah, a dragon of that size in that city. I don't know that that's gonna fly. But I hope they work something out. Okay. There's something I need to fight over here. Oh yeah, I think one of these mechanical dragon-y things is where I'm gonna get the gear. Or the post office side quest. Okay. That did not drop what I was looking for. I think they're just prowling around in the ruins, so let's keep looking around. Isn't this where the Traveler's Gate was for the, what was it, the Item Master? Nice crit. Alright, there we go. The Jurassic Roid has dropped the compact gear. We got it in our key items. Alright. There's something else in this area that I need to fight. It's for the actual story. What was the thing I needed to fight? Is the Skullgaru took that guy's coin, his rare coin. Where are the rest of them? There we go. Alright, defeated the Skullguru, and you've got the... Oh, okay. Alright. You've got the, like a jagged line, or a segmented line, Ulbea Minko. Let's take a look at that, too. Okay, it must have... more indentations or something, more carvings than a regular coin. I think that's everything we came out for. Yep, that should be everything. Alright then, back to the Ulbea capital. Alright, where to start? I guess let's go over here to the post office, since that's gonna be an easy one. Oh, customer, did you bring what I asked for? Yep, we've got the compact gear. Alright. Handed it over. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to make a type of stationery that has compact gears set into it. This is amazing. It's my greatest work. Here you go. Here is a Ulbea Underground Empire special type of stationery. All done. Alright, we've got the gear inset stationery, and it can now be purchased here at the shop. Oh, this is the same thing that she said before. With one glance at it, seeing the gears moving on it, the dwarves here who love mechanical things will feel it pull at their hearts and it'll fly off the shelves. The gears that spin around don't actually serve any purpose, but the point is just to draw their attention. That's the first step in my sales strategy. So concerning the design for the stationery, I've used Princess Ulta as the motif, since she is the representative for all mech-loving dwarfs. We'll get the gear inset stationery set up for sale right away here at the post office, and we'll be waiting for your next visit. Alright. Let's turn in this quest over here then. The more I think about it, the more things seemed strange this time. Oh goddess, please protect my husband and Ryuta. Do you want to give her the Dare Diamond fragment? Yes. Mel gave Darakonea the Dare Diamond fragment and delivered the message from Kibache. Oh good. Both my husband and Ryuta are safe. I had a really bad feeling about their trip this time. This is thanks from me. Go on and take it. An Argon Great statue. Okay, well we're gonna have to put that in Mel's house later. Or, it's probably a yard statue. We'll see. Alright. Oh, and this quest can be replayed for another statue if you want to. But a Dare Diamond, huh? I didn't think even in my dreams that the day would come when I would have one. Way, way long before we got married, I told Kibache that if he brought me a Dare Diamond, that I would date him. In truth, it was a way to refuse his persistence, but that person took it as truth and went out on a journey searching for a Dare Diamond. But then Kibache said this when he returned from his journey. I wasn't able to find a legendary treasure, but in its place I found a legendary beast. And then he introduced me to his partner, the Scarlet Dragon, known as Ryuta. He said, I'll give it to you as a present, he told me. And then Ryuta got very angry and said, don't treat me like I'm an object. And they got into a big fight. And then they were both all covered in dust after that. And then the three of us got along very well. And before we hung out, played together. And before I realized it, we were married. If he intended to fulfill his promise from that day, then he should have brought it back himself. It's a cute story, though. Let's see. Where was... It was downstairs. The two people that I need to turn things into still. Bought that rare coin and then the Skullguru stole it. It's too much to bear. Somebody could go to the Gatara Great Forest and defeat it and get it back for me. Here you go. Mel handed over the engraved, I guess let's say, Ulbea Menko. This is that engraved Ulbea Menko that thing stole from me. You got it back? Thank you. This is a limited edition engraved Menko that was only in circulation for 1 year. Its rarity is quite high and it's a collector's item. There are lots of fakes going around. Whenever someone starts counterfeiting the Menko, Father Utsa gets a hold of them and lectures them, but I wish there was a proper law about it. I wish they'd make a proper law about it. I wonder if Gurianrash would do it. He's the guardian for Princess Ulta, but he's also the one that has the real power in the Empire. He has the real power in his grasp. I can't expect anything from a shut-in like the princess. We need Gurianrash. Information has been obtained. I see. Integrating the information we have received from these 3 people who are these 3 people concerning the Menko. And analyzing. Please wait a moment. There is an individual that has come up as a common point amongst all 3. And it has been determined that the person with a wide network of contacts and a source of information is Father Utsa. Let us go to the church in the center level of the capital. Alright. We needed to do all that to progress the story. Well, while we're down here on the bottom floor, let's go hand in this lens for this side quest. There's something I'd like to try making from the junk that has been tossed away here, but I need a shining lens. There you go. Let's hand it over to her. Oh, it's a shining lens. Was this polished by a lens crafter of some skill? Let me take it from you. Please wait a moment. Ulbea took the pieces of junk that had been thrown away and began putting them together with skilled movements, and at the end she attached the lens. It's done. A junk projector has been finished. Oh, that's so cool! Even junk that's been worn out should be able to spin very light film. That's what I was thinking, and so I made this. How it works is that film, which has had video carved or engraved onto it, will be enlarged and projected by the shining lens that you obtained. I'm really happy that I was able to answer the voices of all this junk that had been thrown away, that it wanted to work some more. I wouldn't have been able to make this if I didn't have a lens. And so that's why I want you, who brought the lens to me so that I could make this junk projector, to have it. Ulbea gave Mel the junk projector. What? Mel has obtained the junk projector. Oh, that's so cool. That's something else I need to put in my house later. Do you know how to use the junk projector? If you set it up inside your house, then you can reflect back on your memories. The junk seems very happy, so I hope you'll be able to look back on your wonderful memories together with it. Oh, that's so awesome! Alright, where do I want to go to the church, so I want to head up this way. Actually, it's time for a break. So I'm gonna do that before heading into the church. We're gonna sneak back out through the bank again. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna take a break. We'll head into the church and find out more from the priest in there when we get back. Thanks for joining me, everyone. More DQ10 in just a few.